everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go.
Hey guys, how are we on this Monday today? First,
Hi,
we have to
everyone.
welcome back Case. Yes, it's been a long time, huh?
It has been a while. Thank you for having me up here today. I'm so excited for you. I
Sure.
really am.
Oh, thank you. Of course, you're welcome anytime, all the time.
And same on my channel. You're always welcome. Always.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, guys, first, if you haven't heard, I do have to tell you that this story doesn't end well. It ends very, very sadly. But I still feel like we need to go through it so we can learn what we can, and also because little Darnell, he deserves to have his story told too. It's awful that it's awful that all the cases don't get the publicity that they deserve. It always hurts my heart, and I don't know why that is. There's probably research on it or something like that, but I just know that I don't like it at all. And so I just want to put that out at the beginning, and look at our little ticker at the bottom. So remember to take self-care breaks. And probably all my friends in this chat case, they've always heard me say self-care is the most important care according to Case. I always say that because I heard it from you. And okay, so first I think that we should start at the beginning, and I have this timeline. So 3:03 a.m. on Valentine's Day, a husband calls 911, and 3:08 the officers arrive. 3:18 the Columbus Police Department gives info to the Ohio State Highway Patrol, And the Ohio State Highway Patrol are the ones that issue the Amber Alerts in Ohio. And at 5 a.m., the Amber Alert was issued. Okay, this started going wrong at the very beginning. This was the first Amber Alert that went out. It only says in this area until February 14th at 6:08, so an hour. Execute
Oh
action
wow.
message. Yeah. So I don't know. Um, my friend was telling me that they have to do it within an hour. They have to issue the Amber Alert within an hour. And this was about 40 minutes when they were first notified about it. So we think that they may have just been trying to get it out within that time period.
Trying to
And
meet that deadline or what's
yeah,
required. Hey guys, I'm not
yeah,
ignoring you. I'm just everyone that's saying hi. Hey, thank y'all so much for being here.
yeah, yeah. It's been, I think it'd been over a year since you and I had done any lives together.
It has been a while. It has been. But we're going to change that. We're changing that starting today.
Yeah. And well, remember our first lives were about little Cairo, and little Darnell just reminds me of Cairo so
Mhm.
much. And they're both five. They were both 5 years old, and so you know
It's
which ones
sad.
get me.
Oh yeah, girl, you're just like I am. The young ones like that, and you and I've talked about it a lot. The first child's case, well, next to the Watts case, of course, but that I really follow was little Gannon, and he gets to me. That just melts me. I can't help it. It gets to me. I'll be in a mush if But yeah, these get to us, but this is what we need to do. We need to cover these kids that aren't getting as much attention. Every missing child deserves attention.
They absolutely do. Okay, so and then I was looking up what this execute action meant, and I found this, and it says they're investigating a mess up. An initial Amber Alert sent at 5:10 a.m. Wednesday included the phrase execute action, leading some to wonder what action to take. And then the Ohio Department of Public Safety spokesperson said Thursday that there were issues with the public Amber Alert in the central Ohio region and the alert was incomplete. The department is in the process of looking into why the system didn't work as intended and included the execute action template phrase for cell phones in Columbus. It said that the full details did go out to the first responders and the media outlets as usual, and then a second alert in the Cleveland area was successful. But I really hope that they take this mishap and look at their systems and things like that, because we can't have this happening again.
No,
Um,
when you're dealing with missing children and where time is of the essence, I mean, you have to be right on point every time. I mean, there can't be an opportunity for there to be a mess up. There can't.
um, they did issue a statement, and I've got that too. Um, it says the Amber Alert system was activated. We quickly identified that not all cell phones in the Columbus area received complete information. Yeah, on that other screenshot that we just looked at, it said in the Cleveland area, and I'm thinking, well, this happened in Columbus.
Mm, I didn't
It's
even
like,
catch that. Wow, they even had the city wrong.
yeah, yeah. Immediate corrective actions were taken to ensure full dissemination thereafter. Despite this, our systems redundancies guaranteed. So they're saying that, well, it's kind of good that we had to do it twice because it guaranteed that all critical information was shared. So they're trying to play it off that way, I think.
No. Mm-mm. All critical information should have been shared twice. It shouldn't have been a mess up and then critical information shared. The first time the critical information should have went out and then reshared again. Someone just said with the Amber Alert that's going on in Texas. Wait a minute, Mo. Look, Heather's saying that no, she was in Columbus, but her car was found in the Cleveland area. Okay, do you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, but Heather, what I'm saying is at that time, they didn't know that she was in the Cleveland area. That came after the Amber Alert. Right. So, um, but I do understand what you're saying too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, I do have the 911 call, so I figured that we would listen to this. They did play part of it on the first press conference, but it was really hard to hear, so I figured, and it does help understand a few things better. I was kind of concerned that when they said they tried to speak to the husband after the first press conference that he was unavailable. So that kind of concerned me, but I'll let you guys listen to this and see what you think.
hey Mo, can I say something real quick before you play that? Guys, if you guys
Sure.
don't mind, Mo didn't even know I was going to say this. Would you guys please share this out? We're right now we're streaming only on Mo's channel. I personally, and I know it would mean a lot to Mo, want to see her channel grow. So if you guys don't mind, if you have a community tab, if you could share this out and get as many people as possible, even if someone watches a replay, share it out for her. Thank you guys so much. I mean, it means a lot to me. It really does. All right, Mo, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you. No, thank you so very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey,
Okay, you guys,
Mallory.
I'm going to start playing it, and if you can hear it, please let me know, and if not, I'll have to do something else. Okay. Can you guys hear it?
No, I was just about to text you, Mo. I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, no. Okay.
It's okay.
Let's
We'll
see
get
here.
there. You're doing a
Yeah.
great job.
Okay.
No.
There it goes.
905. Lord, 905, you have it. They're so. I was What? That she killed us. She just told me she killed us.
Okay.
She just told me she killed us.
Where's your house? Where's
I don't know. I just checked out there in his bedroom. She is not here.
okay? What's his name?
She's running out the house now.
How old?
She's 5.
And is she white, black, or Hispanic?
She's black. She's taking my car and she's running out the house now.
Okay, what's your name?
Tammy Mack. P-A-M-M-Y.
Okay,
And she's getting
what kind of
my
vehicle
car
is it?
now. It's gray Jeep Cherokee. The license plate is J-I-G-G-D with
He was just saying that she killed their son and she was leaving in the Jeep and he gave the license plate number. Did you guys catch that?
It was kind of muffled, but I could make out most of it.
Yeah. And then in the report, it says that she tried to cover his mouth while he was talking to the police.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll start it back again, guys.
I'm sorry, J.I.
two eyes that look like the Roman numeral 2. She's speeding out of the driveway now.
Okay, give me.
What happened was
Okay, hold on, sir. What's that tag again? What's that tag again?
J-I-G-G-Z
GGD. Okay.
and 2 eyes that look for the Roman numeral 2. She's headed towards Lock Morning Reed now.
Did she tell you how she did it or anything detailed?
No, she just woke me up and said she's not here no more. I said, what would you do? What did you do to him? She said he's not alive. And then when
Did you guys hear that? He said that she woke him up and said he's not here anymore. And he said, well, what do you mean? And she said he's not alive.
that's awful. That's terrible. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they only played parts of it on the news, but you know how I am. I feel like we have to tell all of it, all that we can find.
Exactly.
I tried to grab the phone to call you, she started fighting. Got us to check his room because I didn't get off work till 10:30 and I didn't see him tonight. I came straight home, took a shower, and went to bed. I didn't even check in on him because I usually.
And that part I was wondering about too, because everybody was asking when was the last time that he had seen Darnell. And so this is early on Thursday morning. And he said on Wednesday at 10 a.m. he had went to work, and then at 10 p.m. he got off work and he didn't even go in and check on him or anything. So that does sound plausible to me. At first, nobody really knew, and they had it written weird in the report, so that does kind of make sense to me. Although everybody knows I don't have kids, but it seems like I would go in and check on the baby when I got home. But he's a man too, so I don't really know.
Well, it depends on how many hours you've worked, how tired you are, and things like that. Especially that, like later in the evening or whatever, you might just come in and go straight to bed. I mean, I've definitely worked a lot of shifts where, you know, I might have just came in and just laid down.
Yeah, that was 12
But
hours too.
so I mean, I can kind of see where you're that where you're that exhausted and just come in and go to bed.
Yeah, true.
don't when I get home because I want her to sleep. And now she's saying she just woke me up and just told me I got something serious to tell you. And I said, what? And that's what she told me. She's not here anymore.
Okay, is it,
Yes.
that's a female or a male? I'm sorry.
It's a
It's a
little
male.
boy.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there any other children in the home?
No.
Name, sir.
My name is, she talked about something she got a plan. I'm not going to jail for her.
Okay, and she didn't tell you anything about this plan?
And right there, he said, she told me she had a plan. And he said, I'm not going to jail for her. So,
Wow. Mm.
yeah.
No. She just said, I got a plan, and that's when I called you, and I told her I'm not going to jail for her.
Okay, when was the last time you...
When I left to go to work this morning at 10 a.m., I left at 10 a.m. and I did not get home until 10:30.
Any diagnosed illnesses or anything or anything like that?
She,
Noah?
she does have depression and bipolar disorder, but she has been taking medicine for it. She's been fine.
He just said that she had depression and bipolar disorder, but she had been taking her medicine. So this was out of the blue for her.
This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible.
And we can watch a video of where his bio grandparents, they have known her for a really long time, and they said this is totally out of the blue too.
Been around plenty of children.
So this is completely out of character for her?
Very much so. Very much so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can. Nobody. She didn't tell me. She just, okay. Yeah, you can. She woke me. Yeah, there's chickens over there. They have roosters and everything. Yeah, I haven't checked my house at all. She's fine. Okay. I can see you. I work from 8 to
That was about all of it, guys. At the end, you could hear where the officers had actually gotten to the home, and he was speaking to them in the background. And so I did glean a lot more from that. Like I said about him, I didn't know why he hadn't seen the child in a few days from the report. And then you can absolutely tell that something is definitely going on with her.
Yeah, she's had a break or something's wrong. Something's not right.
I figured now that we could watch the first uh, the first press conference about him being missing.
Okay, sounds great.
Status update regarding 5-year-old missing Darnell. We have a portion of the 911 call that we'd like to play for you now.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is actually the second one, and they're going to show some videos of um, her Jeep where they had found it and things like that. So we'll go ahead and watch this one.
Okay. The young son you killed that foster child. Where is your foster child? I just stepped out there with his dad was, he was not here. Okay, what's his name? He's running out the house now. How old? He's 5. And is she white, black, or Hispanic? She's black. She's sitting in my car, and she's running out the house now. Okay, what's your wife's name? Okay, what's the name of all of that? It's, Gray, Deep Cherokee, the license plate is Jewish, where I right now. Okay, give me. Okay, well, what's that tag again? What's that tag again? She said it was like more than a week now.
The complete audio recording will be made available to you after this update. As you heard from the portion of the 911 call that you heard, we have significant reason to believe that Darnell could be in danger. As a result, felony of the 3rd-degree child endangerment charge was filed, as well as felony of the 1st-degree kidnapping charge was filed on Pammy May. Based on this investigation, we're going to continue to follow every lead that we have. We've worked along with our local, state, and federal partners up to this point to follow every single lead, and we will continue to do so until we've located Darnell as well as Pammy. I'm gonna bring Deputy Chief Weir up now so that he can go over a couple of more.
I'm sorry if I forgot to tell you guys this from the very beginning, but they had Darnell since May of last year, May 2023, and he's not their foster. First, they call themselves their foster parents, but then they say that he's the legal custodian, that she's the legal custodian. And I'm going to show you guys some things about that I've learned too, but I'm so sorry I forgot to tell you that from the beginning.
More videos for you.
Thank you, Chief Bryant. Good afternoon. We're going to talk about a couple of the updates in the case. At the direction of Chief Bryant, we have activated the major case investigative team who are investigating this along with our Special Investigations Bureau and our state and federal partners as well. During the course of our investigation, we wanted to show, as officers were responding to the scene, that 911 call you just listened to came in at 3:03 in the morning. As one of our officers were responding to the scene, they think this is near the intersection of Livingston and Lockbourne. They are driving to the scene. We have what we believe is video of the suspect vehicle passing by our cruiser. They'll go ahead and play it. So those are the headlines.
Yes, guys, is when the police were actually coming to take the report, they actually passed her leaving. This is her Jeep right here. that they had passed. And at first I was thinking, well, maybe if they just could have caught her and stopped her, before she got out of there. But unfortunately, I think that she had already disposed of little Darnell, because they end up finding his body about 4 miles from their home, and her car ends up 2 hours away. So unfortunately, I think that he was already passed at this time.
Headlights as the cars passed. There's no front plate on the car, so that tag was not visible to the responding officer, who of course was responding to an emergency run several miles down the road off Lockbourne and Reeve. So that's kind of sets the stage for then that Jeep traveling north and ending up in the Cleveland area 2 hours later. We have during the course of our investigation. That is the picture of the vehicle right there with the registration on it. Obviously, we've recovered that. We recovered it at approximately 5:50 in the morning through the help of Brooklyn Police near the Cleveland area. We have been in constant contact over the past about 36 hours with Brooklyn Police and Lindale Police and agencies throughout Northeast Ohio. We are asking for the residents of Northeast Ohio, specifically the people that live in the area of Memphis, 117th, the village of Lindale, the city of Brooklyn, and the city of Cleveland in Northeast Ohio, to look at that picture and tell us if they saw that car anywhere in the early morning hours of Wednesday morning, probably between the hours of 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. If you saw anybody in that car, if you saw them stop at a business, if you own a business, you own a gas station, any kind of carryout store, anywhere that they might have stopped for a break, if you saw the occupants of that car, please let us know. You can call our tip line at 614-645-2228. And we are actively trying to get more tips about the location and the whereabouts of that car in that early morning hours of Wednesday morning. So I will return it to Chief Brian.
As you can see up on the screen, we just wanted to provide some additional pictures of Pammy May. We want to be able to, if anyone has seen or think
I think that's about all of the ones that I wanted to show from that one. But yeah, I just have this little that shows it was about 2 hours away is where they found her car. Remember the initial call was at 3:08, I think, and then the vehicle was found around 6 a.m. And so there was only an hour that she would have had time to do anything if it's a 2-hour trip. And I learned that they were able to locate her vehicle through flock cameras. And Heather Bratt were actually telling me about this. Their license plate readers, and it's for cars that are stolen or trying to outrun the police and things like that. They get real time information, and I've never seen those. They don't have those around the holler where I'm from. So Heather Bratt had to explain it to me, but I thought that was a really useful tool that they utilized. Okay, and then it was about 9 p.m. on that Thursday. Was it Thursday? Yeah, the 15th, about 9 p.m. is when they located Pammy. There was a call about, remember when he said that she left, she had on a pink nightgown and no shoes. They found her. She went into this manufacturing place where they make envelopes. And she had tried to get them to call her husband, but instead they ended up calling the police. And I have a video.
Do you know what she told them the reason she was wanting her husband called, or did they say?
I'm not sure. I don't think that they said. They didn't say that. Oh, but they said that she had plastic bags on her feet. So she
Excuse
thought
me,
enough to,
plastic bag.
yeah, because they said she left without shoes. And so when they found her, she had wrapped plastic bags around her feet, I guess to protect her feet. Oh, and another thing that makes me kind of wonder about her mental state was they also, when I did my FOIA, they also sent me what they were saying to each other on the radio. It's like a transcript.
Mm-hmm.
And it said that they tried to ping her phone and her phone was turned off. So she knew enough to turn her phone off, you know?
Oh, she's just
So,
evil then. Sorry.
yeah. And when the husband said, she told me she had a plan, and then she leaves without shoes, and then the phone, and then the plastic bags. I'm not really going to say, like, of course we don't know. I'm just trying to tell you all the facts so you can make your own decisions, you know? I'm going to go ahead and try to find that other video. Like, y'all come looking for me if I don't come back in a few minutes. Hang on.
You're fine, girl. You're fine. Yeah, I don't know about this. Who plans? Guys, thank you all so much for being here. Really, this means a lot to both of us. I know it means a lot to Mo. It means a lot to me to see her being supported. It really does. I'm so thankful for all of you. Heather, speak for yourself, Mal. I can be pretty patient most of the time, except with my husband. Sometimes I act like I'm not patient with him. Your family's home, so
Okay, I had to close all my tabs. I already had them pulled up and everything, but they were confusing me. So I just closed all my tabs and I'm pulling them from this other place. So hopefully this works. Okay.
Hey, let's see. No, Mo is not Mo doesn't have memberships. Mo is not monetized yet, so that's why I said share her channel out as much as you can, so that we can hopefully get her to the point where she can be monetized and can have memberships.
Well, thank you. I would love
That's
to have the different emojis and stuff like that. That would be cool, I think.
that would be neat. Yeah.
Okay. It says right here that around 9 p.m. on Thursday, after she walked in, distraught with no shoes on, and it says that she asked him to call her husband. She refused to give her name to the employee or dispatcher, according to police. When they responded, they immediately identified her as May. She was transported to a local hospital, and then she ultimately gave them information where they could find little Darnell. And I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
We are the guardians of those who need care the most. We deliver state-of-the-art.
Hang on. I wish that you could get premium for these so you don't have to hear these commercials either.
Oh, me too. I wish we could too.
Yeah, about 12 more seconds, guys.
All following comes to an end inside a Tiedemann Road business. Police tell me that Pammy May was found inside Senveo, frantic, disheveled, asking for someone to call her husband.
The responding officers identified the woman as Pammy May and took her into custody without incident. She was subsequently transported to a local hospital in the Cleveland area for medical treatment.
Senveo is an envelope manufacturer. Linda Santa lives right next door on Tiedemann Road.
It's really kind of terrifying.
Santa took me to her backyard, a wooded area right next to the business where May was found. She wanted to check on her property. Does it look out of place to you at all right now?
No, that would be so crazy thinking that.
So how many hours had her car been gone, you guys, before they found her? It was 9 p.m. the next day, so 24, like 36 hours or something like that. I'm not good at math, so I'm not really for sure, but that was a long time just to be out here. And I forgot to check the weather, but look at these ladies. They're all bundled up, so it was probably really cold.
Yeah, I'd say it was really cold. That's just, the more I hear about this, the more it makes me think this, in my opinion, this woman didn't have a break. You know what? A mental break. She planned this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not sure that he wasn't gone before even her husband got home and things like that. So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
She could have been that close.
On Wednesday, we showed you where the car May was reportedly driving was found. It was left at an apartment complex called Parkview Estates. To give you some context, that is a 3-minute drive from Senveo, or about a 13-minute walk. Had you heard about the Amber Alert? Did you think about the Amber Alert at that time?
No, I didn't know about it.
On Thursday, police reminded neighbors in Brooklyn to check for anything strange or out of place.
Maybe it's time to invest in a Ring camera to make sure I know what's going on in my yard all the time. It never occurred to me.
This is the Columbus neighborhood where Darnell Taylor's body was found.
Set up the barriers so to not see, but because of where my bedroom is, we could see that it was not an adult. So it's pretty hard.
Investigators were led here after interviewing May and developing some information that Darnell's body could have been left in a sewage drain.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I think that is the exact place where he was found. Oh my gosh, it's so awful just to see that little space. And I didn't notice this before, that it was in this video. You guys remember to, if you need to step away, that's fine. No problem.
Exactly. Self-care is the most important care. Yes, Heather, I agree. At least Amber Alerts, in my opinion, at least need to be to all neighboring states, whatever state connects to the state where it's issued at minimum. So that way the entire state hears it, not just the certain area.
Yeah, where I live, it's close to, like 3 states. So you're exactly right. The surrounding states as well.
Exactly.
We will be in consultation with the prosecutor's office to add murder to Mrs. May charges and to begin the process of transporting her back to Franklin County.
It's really horrible to hear about the child. He was so adorable.
In Brooklyn, Tessa DiTiro, News 5.
Debbie, I think what they're saying with this particular alert, it only went to like the surrounding towns or the local towns at that point. It wasn't until it wasn't until the second Amber Alert was issued that it went statewide, right?
I think so, yeah. And I'm not even sure then if it even went statewide. Debbie is my BFF from across the pond, so she said they don't have any kind of alerts there like that. I think it's a good idea for everywhere.
I do too. Yes, I absolutely do too.
Let's see, I do have some, that's their house when they were searching, and then I have a few more pictures of where he was found, everybody. I wish that, how a lot of these YouTubers go to these different places and stream, and some of them even get themselves in the way of it, it borders on interfering with an investigation, in my opinion. But I would like to go to all these places and leave little memorials for them, you know.
I would too. I would too.
Yeah. I think that the one of the last things that I wanted to show was it was explaining the types of custody that they have in Ohio. I'm not sure if this is all over. Like, I'm almost positive that they have different rules in different states about this, but I thought that it might help us understand a little bit more. So I'm going off to find something else, guys. Hang on.
You're just fine, girl. You're just fine. Let's see. So let's see. There was a comment up here that I wanted to go back. No, I don't see it. Sorry, guys. Hi, Mrs. Arnold. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, this video explains it really well. I'll just play this video.
Hey guys, we are giving out a ton of these DeWalt samples today. Just fill out our quick 2-minute survey and we'll...
And another one. All right, I can skip that one.
With the suspect being apprehended in Brooklyn. Police say they got a report of a woman walking around a business in Brooklyn late last night. 3 News' Matt Rascone got the police report that says Pammy May asked the employee inside for help in contacting her husband. She was distraught and crying, wearing a nightgown and no shoes. She was taken to the hospital where she told authorities that her foster son, 5-year-old Darnell Taylor's body, was in a sewage drain in Franklin County. According to Darnell's grandparents, they gave May legal custody of Darnell just last year.
3 News legal analyst Stephanie Haney is on set with us to talk about custody cases. Steph, where are cases handled involving child custody for people who aren't the parents of the child?
Right, Laura, and it depends. There's an answer to that depending on what type of custody it is, because there are 3 different kinds that could be in play. Custody orders, which come with the least rights for the custodian, are issued from either domestic relations court or juvenile court. And
So first I heard that she was his foster parents, and then I've heard that she was his legal guardian. He was living with his grandparents before, and they said that he was a little boy and they were older, and so they had a hard time handling him, and they had known Pammy, years upon years upon years, so they trusted her. And so, I did also know that the 4 grandparents, they were trying to take Pammy to court for visitation. The next court date was March 11th, so some people think that this might have come in response for that she didn't want to go to court and possibly lose him.
And both guardianship orders, which include similar rights to custodial orders, and adoption decrees, which come with the most rights, those come out of probate court. And this is all at the county level where the custody of the child is being decided.
Are the files for those different kinds of custody arrangements kept in court here where we can have access to them and the public can see them?
That's a good question. That's something that you might think, but for some of the files, that's true, but not for all of them. For custody orders coming out of domestic relations and juvenile courts, those orders are kept with those county clerks. Now, for guardianship orders and adoption decrees coming out of probate court, those courts keep those final orders on file as well, but the full adoption file is kept at the Ohio Department of Health. That's in the Bureau of Vital Statistics, and that full file will include more than just the adoption decree. It could have more information about the birth parents, adoptive parents, and the adoptee, and also other relevant information like medical records from birth or the child's birth certificate and
Okay. Let me see what else that I wanted to show you guys. Let's see. The children's services, they did make a statement, and I've got that right here so that we can look at that. Let's see. Franklin County Children's Services has released more information on the case of 5-year-old Darnell Taylor, who was at the center of this week's Amber Alert and has since been found dead. NBC4 obtained additional details on Taylor's case from Franklin County Children's Services, confirmed that the Mays were the legal custodians of Taylor, not foster parents. The agency said Taylor first came to their attention in March of 2022 when there was a physical abuse or neglect referral. It is unclear who was in care of Taylor at this referral. Taylor was referred to multiple agencies, including behavioral health at Nations Children's Hospital and case management. It is also shown that Taylor had been in kinship care, but there's no word on who his caretakers were. Let's see. Now for kinship, they still have to undergo a home study and background checks just to make sure, but they won't go through the whole process as someone wanting to foster will. So basically, I think that that's saying that a lot of people probably go this way instead of the foster because they don't have to have the home looked at and checked in as often and things like that, and they don't have to have the training, and that's really all that they're saying so far. So either way, we know that this baby fell through the cracks, and it's not okay. It's not okay the first time it happens, and it's not okay the millionth time it happens. This has to stop.
No. Yes, it absolutely has to stop. There's no excuse for this. And this woman telling her husband that she had a plan. How about giving your child up to a family who wants to adopt and letting them raise your child instead of you killing them? How about that kind of plan? How about stop it? How about if your mental health is that bad, you go seek treatment? You don't kill your child.
Exactly. You tell them about it.
Sorry, that just fires me up.
No, sometimes I get too mad and you got to tell them about it. Okay, I think this is the one that shows what the grandparents said.
Developments now on the death of 5-year-old Darnell Taylor, the little boy's body found in a sewer drain in Columbus Friday after an Amber Alert. His legal guardian, Pammy May, arrested here in Northeast Ohio in Brooklyn. Just a few hours ago, she was booked into jail, charged with murder. Michelle Nix has been on top of this case since the beginning. She has the latest.
The woman here arrested in a Cleveland suburb accused of killing 5-year-old Darnell Taylor and then putting his body in a storm drain was just booked in here at the Cuyahoga County Jail. She's officially facing charges of murder, kidnapping, and endangering children. 5-year-old Darnell Taylor had the smile of an angel, according
Oh
to
my
his
goodness, look at that smile.
He really did have a beautiful smile, bless his
Oh
little
my
heart. I really like this picture too. Look at that one.
Oh, gracious.
Columbus.
He was just so loving and so caring.
But his grandmother tells me that when the little boy was placed in the home of Pammy May and her husband last year, that's when the little boy's family started to have real concerns.
You giving them to someone that you thought was your friend that was going to help you out.
Pammy May allegedly blocked the phone number of all the grandparents, so it limited access to their grandson. What's odd is that the family knew May from their high school days, and the paternal grandparents had been close friends.
So they knew her back from high school days. She's 48 years old, so 20 something years. Yeah. And then I think they said after the first 6 months that, they figured, well, she was maybe wanting little Darnell to get acquainted with their family and stuff. But after that, she blocked them and wouldn't let them talk to him or anything.
Evil woman.
With her for a number of years.
For months, I called her, no response.
Darnell's maternal grandmother says the little boy she nicknamed Mutters almost appeared scared or nervous when she would talk to him on a video call from May's home.
I said, how are you doing? He goes to look up like he's looking at somebody opposite of the phone. And then he looks at me, he's like, I'm doing good. And then he put his head down.
McGee says Pammy May, who was Darnell's legal guardian, also never showed up for a court hearing with the grandparents on Zoom. They reported the problems with May to the caseworker and filed paperwork demanding visitation with another hearing set for March.
For her to do what she did, knowing that I was going to get him this weekend, to me,
Oh, wow. So the grandmother says she was supposed to get him this weekend. Oh, my goodness. And she missed the first court date on Zoom. If she misses a Zoom court date, then she's probably not going to show up to the real court date on March 11th either, I'm thinking. Oh, my goodness. Let's keep listening.
I felt that she feels that, well, that maybe when we go on the 11th, that we were going to take him from that household.
Now the family is determined to get answers and justice for Darnell, and they pray his death is a signal that the children's services system needs to do more when families express concerns. Sources say it will be up to Columbus police detectives to determine when to transfer murder suspect Pammy May from Cuyahoga County to Franklin County. And it's likely she will appear in court sometime this week to answer to the murder charge. Reporting in Cleveland, Michelle Nix, 19 News.
Michelle, thank you. And you can count on our continuing coverage.
Mo, do you know if she's out on bail? Is this woman out on bail?
No, they arrested her where they found her car in that county 2 hours away, and they're supposed to transport her back to Franklin County. But I think I did see that she has been transported back now. I got confused between the different counties, but no, she's not on bail. I don't think they've even set bail yet. She should appear in court sometime this week for them to decide that.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
Surely not. I really hope they wouldn't do that. Does anybody have any questions? I just really wanted to tell, little Darnell's story, and then also express my concerns about the Amber Alert. And also, we all know that CPS is a broken system, so we need to stay on top of it. And our neighbors, or even people that we go to church with, we need to keep an eye out. You notice little things like this grandmother said when she was on FaceTime with him that he would look for approval about what he was about to say and things like that. Or we all know to look for bruises and things like that. But if you see something, really say something, you guys.
Children will tell you a lot by their facial expressions, by their eye contact, by their eye movement. They may not say it with their words, but you can't like that. Like the grandmother said that, like he was looking up in another direction when she was FaceTiming him when she asked him if he was okay. Kids will tell you what you need to know if you just pay really close attention. I think most of the time. There are some times that they may not, but majority of the time they will tell you when something's not right.
Great point. They really do. I've noticed that too, just from my niece and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. Guys, I'm going to before we end, I'm gonna drop Case's channel link down, and you guys please subscribe to her too. I would really, really
Thank
appreciate it.
you. Know,
Of course.
we are going to I want to tell y'all just a little bit. Some of y'all have watched Mo and I before on other panels about other cases. I did go back to work for a little while, but I'm not going to be able to do it. I had some issues, health issues flare up, so I'm not going to be able to do it. So, but Mo and I are going to try our best to go live together and more often. And I really want to try to grow her channel. I want her sub count to grow and eventually get monetized. That's what I would really like to see that. Yeah, when Mo and I first started, but first became friends on YouTube, she wouldn't she would barely even like agree to mod for me. And now to see her doing a panel and taking over the panel and just leading it and having everything lined up, it means a lot. It means a lot to me. I'm excited for her.
I tell everybody, Case is my very first friend that I made on YouTube, and she's the very first channel that I modded for, and the first panel that I went on,
Yeah.
and everything.
But we're just we're gonna be we're buds and we're gonna be buds, and if you mess with one, you're gonna get us both.
Yeah, yeah, you get the whole holler on you. That's what I say.
That's
Oh,
exactly
it's
right.
going on.
But
It's going on 3 years now. That's hard to believe, ain't it? A lot of people don't stay
it
friends that long in real
is.
life.
In real life, much less on YouTube. Yes, and Mo has really grown in her confidence. She really has, and it's amazing to see and to sit back and watch. I'm so proud of her.
I have a good circle. Everybody is always so supportive, and really I just want to I'm usually always down in the comments, and there's just some cases or sometimes that I feel like I have to get it out and pay my respects, this way. And I
Mhm.
feel better doing it this way. Also, oh yeah, guys, I don't know if you saw my community post, but the two lives, maybe two or even three that I did about the Blount County officer that was shot. They did find Kenneth DeHart. It took 5 days for them to find him, and he was taken in without incident. And I'm really glad because he does have 5 kids, and it's like this is just it's enough. It's enough. But now he needs to pay the price, and I'm all for him paying the price, whatever the price may be, whatever they want to do to him. I'm totally fine with it, and it's I watched the body cam, you guys. The news has the body cam footage out, and it's absolutely awful, sickening. And if you weren't mad about it before, you'll be mad now. But me and Kate did file our own FOIA, so hopefully we'll get it ourselves and we can go over it with you guys, because it feels like once I start a case like little Darnell, and when I look into it, I feel like I have to finish it and follow it through. So I think I would really like to go through that with you guys too. So hopefully we'll get it sometime this week.
Yes, we're both. Yes, you can see it on some of the other news channels and things like that. But Mo and I always like to have our own copy of things. we like to look at it for ourselves, be able to play it all if we want to, be able to play just a little bit, snippets of it if we want to, but have our own copy. We've always liked to be able to do that. So,
Yeah, definitely. Always. Okay, you guys, I think that that's all that I have. And also, yesterday I made a new community post. You know, every Sunday I make one for prayer requests, and you can always put unspoken, or even if you just stop by and give good thoughts and pray over the ones that are there, I always really appreciate that. So I did make a new one. I make a new one usually every Sunday or at the latest Monday. So please stop by and check those out and check them out throughout the week too. And I would really appreciate that.
yeah.
And I want to thank you all for coming. And I'll see you on my community post or whenever I feel something on my heart again to go live. But I love you all. And I'll speak
Thank
to
you
you
guys
later.
so
And
much.
yeah,
Thank
and
you,
don't
Maud.
forget.
Thank you.
Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe to Case too. And we'll see you guys
And don't
later. I
forget to
love
hit
y'all later.
and don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Show Mo some love. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.